Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I'm going to share with you step by step on how you can use the Oanda trading platform. This is going to be a complete guide that after finishing this you'll know exactly how to use it. In the end, I'm going to also share with you the tips on how you can succeed as a trader, and if you'd like me to make a tutorial on the trading view or even on MetaTrader and how to use it with Oanda, let me know. Now, if there is going to be some kind of special offer or maybe a bonus, who knows, a link is going to be down below in the description for registering for Oanda. Let's start with the tutorial. So what you're going to find in Oanda, on the left, you're going to find the news and also the market pools. So for the market pools, this is like a sentiment and positioning data where you can get information about also the markets. And you can just like look here for the news, for the live rates, for the economic calendar. So for this type of data, then you can find the instruments where you're going to find the favorites, and you're going to find here the Forex, the charting, which is pretty straightforward, and where you're going to have the data here. Then you're going to have the accounts here. So you're going to have the balance, the unrealized, the P&L, the realized profit and loss, the positioning value, what kind of margin you're going to use, a margin available. This is for the demo account, and then also the leverage 50-1. So after we're going to learn how to use these, we're going to come to trades, orders, positions, and activity. Okay. So here when I'm going to go on the favorites, if you would like, what you can do is that you have option to click here and edit what kind of available for the favorites you're going to have, right? So that's something that you can do. Now, when you're going to be here and you would open Euro USD, because it's the user interface isn't that pretty comparing to a lot of others trading platforms. So even if you like, again, for the trading view, I can make a tutorial on it. So here on a Euro USD, you're gonna find the sell and buy. So first, these are the two prices and the spread between them, 1.6 pips. You bought at the highest price and sold at a lower one. So the gap for it is the Oanda's fees. For the buy, you're gonna have a long position. This means is that when it's going to go up, you're gonna make money. For the sell, you are shorting the position. This means is that you believe the price will go down, and when the price is going to go down, you are going to make money. So there you're gonna have the market where you're gonna have you're gonna enter now on right now. For the limit, you're gonna wait for a better price. So you're gonna buy below a market or sell above it. This means is that when the price, let's say, it's going to go, that you're waiting for the price. So okay, I'm going to wait for better price and then I'm going to buy because it's going to go up. Okay? Or I'm going to stop. So let's say I would be here. I'm not going to purchase it and short the position. I'm going to go on sell limit and have it up here, and then I believe it will go down and I'm going to make money. So that's for that. Then for the stop, you're going to wait for a worse price. So you're going to buy above the market or sell below it. So this is for breakouts where you want confirmation before entering in a way. Now, when we go further, you're going to have units available. So here you're going to have 1 unit, means 1 euro of euro and USD. So when I go to have the units available, 100,000, that means is that the trade value is 115,000 to USD, and 1 pip is 10 USD here. And then you're gonna have the margin available. This is from the demo account. Now it's important to say that you see right here the margin used is $2,300. So this is my leverage, 50-1. So I control the $115,000 with only 2,300, because if there wouldn't be leverage, I would need to trade 115,000. What I would need to do is that I need to buy 115,000, but I actually used with the margin. Now there is what is important to say is that it's easier to make money, but it's easy to lose money. So let's look at it like this. If there is going to be increase by 1%, I'm going to make 115 pips, and that means $1,150. Account is 115% up. But if I'm going to lose minus 1%, you actually lose it from the margin used. Okay, this is why the leverage is risky. And you're going to lose 1,150 if it's going to go down only 1%. But if you're going to be, minus 2%, you're going to lose the whole margin. right? So this is very important. And that's something that you have to be aware of, that the leverage is very risky business. It's great, profitable, like if you know what you're doing, if you got good strategy. But this is something that you actually need to know. Now, when we're going to go further, you're going to find here the take profit. So here you're going to have like at what price, because I'm shorting, it needs to be below. But if I'm going to buy, let's say I'm going to be 1.17, and then you're going to have like, okay, I'm going to take this profit. Do you see that? And this is the amount of pips. Now, before you're going to make every single trade, you need to know what is your take profit and what is your stop loss. So let's say that I'm going to make, let's say I'm going to be okay with 50 pips, and then I'm gone. Okay, if it's going to be $150, $500, that's where I'm going to stop trading. And this is where you need to always know, before you're going to make any single trade, you need to always have stop loss and take profit. You need to know when you are entering and when you're going to go away. Okay? So this is very important. Trailing stop, which is also great. So you're going to have the trailing stop, and trailing stop means is that you are going to follow price as you trade goes into profit and never moves back. So there, I will show you how it works. Okay, so let's say you're gonna enter the trade here, and the stop loss would be here. Now with the trailing stop, while the price would go up, the trailing stop is increasing, and it's increasing to the point, and even when it would like drop here, you're gonna sell, and you're not going to sell here, you're gonna sell here, because there the stop loss would increase. So this is good. Now you can even ask AI to give you right now like what you're going to trade and what kind of trading stop it will recommend for you to do. So let's say I can go, I don't know, I can go minus 50. Okay, so this would be my trading stop, and it would always increase by 50 pips. So if it would be increasing and I wouldn't have the take profit there, then the trading stop would increase. So if you would set it like to 20 pips, right? Price rises, the stop rises with it. So in a way, like imagine that it's always going to rise with the price. Price falls and the stop stays put. It locks in gains without you watching. So this is very good. Then you're going to have the upper bound, and let me show you. And what is the upper bound? So this is the slippage limit, and it changes depending on your direction. So when you're gonna have buy, you get upper bound, same idea, the higher price you will accept. So when you will be on a shorting, the worst price you will accept. If the market moves against you between clicking and filling, and the price drops below your bound, the order is rejected rather than filled at a bad price. Does it make sense? I hope it does. So this is very useful during the volatile conditions or new releases, where the price can move several pips in a moment it takes to execute, when there is some kind of like some action going on. And that's something like, okay, this is the only way that I'm going to accept the price. And then you're going to submit. So let's say I'm going to have the take profit. Let's go with, gonna go to 150 pips. Stop loss, it's going to be 25 pips. I'm not going to have trailing stop. Also the lower bound I don't need to have there. And I'm going to click submit. Of course, like for the limit, you see right here that you can even it's available. Okay, and this is the price, and you can have expiry that is going to be there, and you can have take profit and also the stop loss if you would like for the limit itself. Now let's go and let's click submit. So now I submitted my trade, and you can see it right here that I have, and it started minus 15. Why is that? Only because you have immediately you have trade open, and when you're going to trade open, there are the fees that you pay to the Oanda. Okay, and you look at it, what do we have here? So we have the take profit, we have right now the stop loss there. If you would like, you can even move it, right? And I can click modify, and what we can also do is that, right, like when I'm going to increase it, I can increase that. And see stop loss moved, or even take profit. So I think like this pretty makes sense, right? The orders, what you would have, the orders would be orders that you're like, let's say, waiting, because this is something that you would make. And let me show you that you would have like a limit there, and that's for that. Now, of course, if you want kind of like positions, then you can have also the activity, what you were doing. And then for the trades, what I can do, I can modify it. And if I would like, I can have the price, I have the units here, and I can click here and I can close the trade. Or I can click here, reduce close. So I can click reduce close and units to close. So if you would like, you can, sell. So let's say I'm going to be in a profit and I really like it, and I'm going to units 45,000. You can have always annualized P&L. So also here on the accounts, look at that. So you can have the annualized P&L -9, balance 100,000, position value 115,000, and this is the margin that I used. Margin available, also what I got, what I can use. So I got, it went a little bit of up, look at that, I got -8 pips, so I'm going to reduce and close. And now let's say I'm going to sell 50% because I'm making good profits, and I'm going to click submitted. Right? Are you sure you want to page partially close? Yes. And now look what happened is that I sold 50%, and my margin used changed too. And then you're going to have margin available, that everything changed. And now I'm only 50,000 units in it, and not like that, right? So this is something that how it works, and how you can use it, and where you're going to find the trades, and where you're going to have the profitability. Of course, like I could make a complete tutorial on how we can use the the data here. So you're gonna have the cross. If you like, we can change the time frame. So this is the standard graph data. I just want to primarily share with you on how we can use on the trading platform and what you can do here. So that's pretty much it for it. Now be very careful about the leverage, of course, guys. So you have to be aware of it. And then you can, if you like, you can manage the funds here. And then also deposit for yourself. So if you can have any questions, now we're going to start with the trading tips on what to focus on. So let's go for that. Okay, so the first thing, you want to always start with the demo account. This is very important. So we want to trade demo for at least 3 months. No, don't trade on the real account when you don't have the experience. And you want to trade when you would be here, right? And you want to have your account that you would see here needs to be on the level of the real account. So you don't want to trade, it's like on 100,000 margin available. What you want to have is 1,000. What you actually would start with real account, start with the trade with the demo account. Also trade only one pair, not multiple pairs. You want to understand it, you want to understand the news, how things like combine to each other, what you can actually focus on, right? Always remember it, just like master one thing. Then when you want to purchase, always gonna have a stop loss, and you never want to move it. When you're gonna have a stop loss, it's your stop loss. And that's another thing. You need to understand the leverage and even calculate it with AI. Okay, it's like, how can I go before I'm going to get completely destroyed? You want to always also check the overnight funding if there is any, if you can use Oanda or different broker. And you don't want to use CFDs for long-term holding. So primarily, like if you're going to trade CFDs, if it's going to be available. Or you want to check always the economic calendar too, for whatever you're going to trade, right? And you see right here the economic calendar for what kind of filter you're going to have, right? So that's something that you also want to do. And never average down the loser. So don't move the stop loss. And I did it so many times. And if you're gonna see the profit that you would actually screenshot, take it. Do you know how many times I had like $700 profit and I didn't sell? This was the first mistake I was doing. I had a huge profit. I didn't sell because like, yeah, it can go higher. But do you think it went higher? It went down and I went at $100 loss. Brother. Just listen to me. It's tough. Trading is not that easy. It's going to test you so much. You need to be very, very disciplined and very patient. So remember it, all right? because this is not easy at all. It can seem easy. There is this excitement if you're starting out. But I'm telling you right now, it's very difficult because you have to be very consistent, very patient. If you're tired, don't trade. If you had argument with your girlfriend, don't trade. With your wife, whatever. Right? Don't do it. If you've been very emotional, drunk, you are influenced by something, just don't trade. You are not sharp. You need to always wait for the setup that what you want to actually trade, right? So that's something that is very important. And what you have to be aware of. And it can patient. Then track all the trades. Have a trading journal. There are many trading journals that you can check. And when you're going to have a trading journal, you want to also screenshot every trade. How many trades are you willing to do every day? And oh my God, do you know what the biggest mistake I was doing? That it's easy to make money, but it's a completely different topic to keeping money. That when you are going to make money, right? And I made 1K in a day. And I was, first 1 hour of trading, it was perfect. 1K straight up in the morning. No kidding. Do you think that I end up with a 1K profit in the evening? I was minus 200 because I will get comfortable. I was like, God damn, I'm the man. And bam, done. See ya, brother. This is how I got many times punished. Because I'm like, yeah, I can make more because it's going on. It's like, I got, thirsty. But it's like when you make 1K a day and you trade 20 days in a month, and then you during the weekend you take a break. What happens there? I mean, you make 20K. But I didn't think like that because many times it's very insane. Is that, many times we are completely paralyzed by future, by the past. But when we make money, we think we need to make everything right now. And it's so insane. It's so crazy for me. Because why would I do that, man? Why would I do that? That was crazy to me. Crazy. So this is something that, I learned a lot. And I encourage you to just set up the strategy, someone to follow, some kind of teacher where you can master yourself. And you're going to see how it's going to go for you. But it's no easier task to be a trader, right? So I wish you all the best. I stopped trading. I'm making the guys tutorials because for me, I don't like checking the charts all the time. And I like to create things. So I create stuff. And I got a lot of experience that even when I would be profitable, I don't want it. Because my question is not what I'm getting, but who am I becoming? And if I want to be that type of person. And I want to be the type of person that provides value and create freedom from others. So that's something I want to do. So thank you very much for watching and have a great day and goodbye.